Porter comes. At you from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Last game for the Pelicans, they ended up losing to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Fires the three. Murray, no good. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now here's Murray. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Here's Porter. Trent up top to the paint. Stolen by Jones. Wide open look here for Murray. And Messi throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Now here's Prince. Turner with the screen. Clock at 4. Takes the 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, look, you got to block out Antetokounmpo, or this is exactly what will happen.
Down low. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the night here. And Stan, you remember this past summer, the story was, will the Bucks or will they not trade Giannis?
It's tough to carry on business as usual with all those clouds swirling. We know how loyal he's been, but questions remain about his ability to compete for a title in Milwaukee.
Pass to Murray. Over to the wing. The tray. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. And it's Alvarado missing. Giannis with it. Outguarded by Murray. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Trent. Porter in the corner. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Murray left side. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, if Murray can get that close to the hoop, he's going to make sure he converts.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Willie Green. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and coach told me, well, when he gets to the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Tries the spin move. Good work defensively by Turner. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Now, here's Trent. No scoring in this one. Turner with the screen. For three. Drops in the tray.
Well, you want to talk about being assertive? Turner was thinking shoot as soon as that pass was coming.
Pass to Queen. And Porter comes to help. Murray for three. Bay, no good. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Porter. Three-pointer. They get it back. Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Yeah, aggressive play from Turner. Nice rebound, and he doesn't hesitate to go right back up.
Now here's Murray. The three from Poole. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Porter. The fader. The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Now here's Murray. Back to Poole. Shoots the three. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. 3-point lead. Pass to Turner. Turner outside. That one, no good. On offense here are the Pelicans. Murray with it. Now guarded by Porter. Inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
Now, here's Trent. He has yet to score. A floater. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And the Pelicans miss again. Here's Giannis. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Back to Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside Porter. Back to Trent. Over in the corner, Turner fires for 3. Drains the three-pointer. And the Bucks lead by 5.
At his size, the ability to stretch the floor makes Turner so valuable to this offense.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Here's Rollins. Prince outside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Milwaukee.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Carries it from three-point range.
Success from three-point range is going to be important for Fears. That'll take his game up a notch.
Pass to Kuzma. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Messi grabs the rebound. The Pelicans trail. Here's Fears. And there it is for him. Fears has got 5 points so far.
Finding some space inside. Fears works hard for that one.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Fears. He has 5. That one good for 2.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Now here's Prince. Left side Turner. And the Bucks miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Bucks trail by 3. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Prince wide open. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And it's the Pelicans ball. And here's Poole for 3. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's Giannis. It's good. He's got 11.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Poole outside. Pass to Messi. To the inside. Here's Fears. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pelicans lead by 1.
Milwaukee, 25.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
New Orleans in the lead. Pass to Poole. Puts up a deep three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. Feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Alvarado. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. Outside, Green. Got a piece of it. Poole with the steal. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
The length of Murphy can be surprising. He's 6'8" with a good wingspan.
On the wing, Green. Pass to Portis. Alvarado grabs the board. Pelicans leading by 4. And here is Poole. From the arc. Now Alvarado. Scoreless thus far. He gets that one. Alvarado's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Bucks trailed by 6. Outside, Porter. It's Trent on the wing. And again, the Bucks miss. Here's Alvarado. Murray outside. Back to Alvarado. And Jones now atop the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray, good. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And staying an all-star back in 2022, DeJounte Murray has since been trying to regain that all-star form.
Absolutely, Kevin. And look, the major problem, like it is for a lot of guys, has been injury. When he's healthy, this guy can really play. He's a true two-way player and can help you win games at both ends of the floor.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Guys?
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's Giannis. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
Just another day at the office for Antetokounmpo. This guy consistently puts up points.
And here is Green. Nothing on the board. Here's Giannis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside, Jones. There's the three. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Bucks trail by 4. Trent outside. Portis the screen. Wide open. And the bank shot is good. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
Well, listen, Portis certainly doesn't lack confidence off the catch. He feels like he can score anytime down the floor. Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's Trent on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc. Trent's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, when you have Trent Jr. on your team, you want him taking threes. That's why he's out there.
Back to Murray. Pass to Jones. Beyond the arc. And DeJounte Murray with the 3. Murray's got 15. Bucks trail by 4. There goes Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, when Giannis is coming down the lane, good luck. Few, if any, can stop him.
Murray looking around. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen. 3-pointer. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this year.
They get a hand on it. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Looney. Murray outside. Here's Looney. Covered by Giannis. Here's Porter. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
And this is how you execute in transition. Porter Jr. enjoys leaking out and running all over the defense.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Pelicans leading by 3. Murray outside. Pass to Queen. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Here's Queen. Shoots over Portis. And that one hits back iron. Bucks trail by 3. And unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talents, but the stars have yet to align.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Fears with it. He's got 7. Now here's Murray. Shot clock at 5. They set the screen. Turner with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Outside Porter. Outside Turner. From deep. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
Pass to Queen. Now here's Looney. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Fears has got 9.
I love the competitive nature that Fears brings to the floor. He just keeps coming at you.
Green, no luck. The Pelicans leading. Murray with it. Now guarded by Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So, Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure he attests he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
Pass to Fears. Now, Misi. New Orleans needs to get off a shot.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
Bucks trail by 4. Outside, Porter. Out to Turner. For the 3. They get it again. Outside, Green. Back to Portis. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Prince, that's for 2. Misi grabs the rebound. New Orleans leading by 4. Murray with it. Now Green defending. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
Pass to Prince. Right side, Turner. Back to Prince. To halt the run. And it's good on the way in. Prince has got 6.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Pass to Queen. New Orleans moving it around. Back to Murray. Over Porter. Murray, good. 22 points for DeJounte Murray.
Well, he started out strong, and he's only getting stronger. Could be a huge night for him.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
On the wing, Murray. Outside, Jones. Pass to Alvarado. Deep 2 for Murray. DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for the New Orleans Pelicans. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We've got more in store for you right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Prince outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. He's got 9.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
To the middle. Misi's shot is good. Misi's got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
In the corner, Murray with it. Drills it from outside. Now it's a 6-point Pelican lead.
Well, if Murray's knocking those down, that's going to keep defenders honest.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Prince in the corner. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Fear. Shot on the wing. Murray, no good. Bucks trail by 6. Prince outside. And to the Kumbo inside. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
Pass to Fear. Here's Misi. Lets it go from 14. Fear's shot is off. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Murray down low. Basket counts. Murray's got the lead up to 8 now for New Orleans.
Well, this is what Coach wants to see. Murray's going after shots without any hesitation.
And to the Kumbo. And a wide open look for Porter. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. It's Jones on the wing. Pass to Fear. Into the lane. And slam dunk by Fear.
You notice how decisive Fearson's drive is. He's fully committed when going downhill.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Now Bay, still scoreless. Pass to Fear. Here's the screen. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Bay. And here's Poole for 3. Back to Bay. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Bay's got his first basket of the night. Portis the screen. They need this one. And it's good on the layup.
Well, Portis is a talented scorer, especially in close where he can really make you pay.
Poole outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Bay. Oh, good with the triple. Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Rollins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pelicans?
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Poole outside. Here's Fear. 12 points for him. No good from outside.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And so here is New Orleans. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Bay. Here's Queen. Guarded by Kuzma. And stolen by Portis. The shot's good from Kuzma. Kuzma's got it back down to single digits for Milwaukee.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Fears with it. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Just 3 to shoot. From beyond the arc and then some. Fears has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Bucks trail by 11. Here's Rollins. Hasn't made one yet.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Alvarado. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Coffey.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
Outside Porter. Out to Turner. Here's the 3. And the Bucks miss again. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And it's Alvarado in the corner. Murray outside. Over Trent. Murray, no good. Bucks trail by 11. Grant's looking around. Here's Turner. Pelicans pull it in.
Excellent coverage defensively. Making it hard on him.
Pass to Murray. Jones for 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Jones has got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Milwaukee making a switch here. Bucks trail by 14. Inside. Here's Green. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Takes it inside. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. An impressive rise for Trey Murphy. From a no-star prospect stand in high school to now showing flashes of star potential in the NBA.
Well, look, Kevin, there are guys like that, and Trey Murphy's been one of them. And what you don't know, certainly when they're in high school, is how much of a worker they are, how coachable they are, and how much improvement is out there for those guys. With Trey Murphy, it just hasn't stopped.
There's the triple. To the paint. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Now, Fears. He's got 15. His three-pointer's off the mark. Now, here's Trent. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To end the drought. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
That's too easy for Antetokounmpo. This D's going to have to push him further from the basket.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. It was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Queen. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Now, Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Pass to Murray. Fears with it. 15 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a three. Giannis grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 14. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And stolen by Murray. And they're pushing it up. Stolen away. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Portis inside the three-point line. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Pass to Rollins. Screen by Giannis. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. No good on the shot. And so it's New Orleans with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting up
61.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Fears. Poole outside. No one near him. It's rebounded by Portis.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And how about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
It's Jones on the way. Poole outside. 4 on the shot clock. Over Anthony. Poole no good.
Well, he's had a rough night, but his teammates have picked him up.
Here's Kuzma. Takes it off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Fears. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Poole. Again, the miss by Poole. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Rollins. Portis for 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. 6 to shoot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Now, Fears. Missed inside. Pass to Prince. 13 feet away. Tries again. And Giannis will lay it in. Antetokounmpo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks. Now, Poole. Now, Fears. Out left to the wing. Can they get it? And the layup is good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
And Queen gets it to go. And now it's a 12-point New Orleans lead. It's Prince on the wing. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. That one drops for him. And that's 17 points for Jeremiah Fears.
And this is the thing about Fears. He makes a lot of tough shots.
Prince, that's for two. And the Bucks miss again.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Milwaukee with the rebound.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Out to Kuzma. Buries the long-range jumper.
That is a great possession. Get Kuzma the ball, and Kyle will drill those catch-and-shoot chances.
Fears with it. Pocket 6. Unloads from 13. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time. Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
From deep, Prince. Antetokounmpo.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
He misses the free throw.
Well, there's a handful of players in this league who help your team in every way. Giannis is one of them. Offense, defense, rebounding, leadership, everything. He's a coach's dream.
Here's Alvarado. Pass to Murray. Over Trent. Murray, no good. Bucks trailed by 12. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Maybe one of the tougher covers inside. Don't blame him for the foul on Giannis there. I like this aggressive mentality he's adopted in the second half, doing everything he can to get to the line.
Pass to Murray. Lets it go with the 3. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, nice job down low. Antetokounmpo's got 27.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Right wing. Here's Alvarado. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks trail by 11. Porter looking it over. Outside Turner. Lets it go. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And it's 13 points for Miles Turner.
Love seeing this. Turner just rising and firing with no hesitation. Have to respect the confidence he's playing with.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Outside Turner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Back to Murray. Pass to Alvarado. And it's off from three-point range. Alvarado with the steal. Murray outside. Now Messi. Now Jones. Guarded by Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Offensive rebound. Another shot. From deep, Prince. Here's Turner. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, and over the years, Turner's gotten better at converting and-one chances.
Pelicans leading by 9. Pass to Messi. It's all about Antetokounmpo. For the finish. Giannis clean up the fast break.
Well, when it comes to getting the ball in the open floor, no one is more dangerous than Giannis.
Murray outside. Now Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Got it to go off the glass.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Giannis right side. Now Trent. Murray rips down the board. Pelicans leading by 9. 16 feet away. Porter pulls it down. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. And that one is good. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Here's Queen. Good on the basket.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Bucks trail by 10. Trent outside. Turner. 3. Good.
And the mid-range jumper is such an important shot for Turner. Rounds out his game and lets him do even more damage inside.
Outside Murray. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Well, you get a lot with Murray. Size in the backcourt, He plays at a high level on both ends. Very difficult matchup.
Cleared away by Jones. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Knocks down the three.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
That one misses. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks.